Yeah, so today we've been awarded the Queen's Award for Voluntary Services 2022, and the fact that it's one of the last awards that the late Queen signed off on as well means a lot to us. I think it hasn't quite hit home yet that we've actually got the award, but it's very surreal, and but I'm also deeply proud of the team. I really, yes I had the initial idea, but they're the ones who make it work now.
I got involved in the hub. Basically my wife was really ill, she had cancer. I'm also an ex-soldier, so I was struggling. I had PTSD as well. I didn't know where to go, and someone suggested the Veterans Hub. I came down to the Veterans Hub, and it was like an arm around my shoulder. Andy was there. He used to come to my house every day when I looked after my wife at home, right until the end. He'd come around my house every day. He would just be there for me and my wife, and I felt that I needed to give something back, so I became a director of the hub to help the hub sort of achieve its goals.
From the very start, it's always been a grassroots project, so we haven't wanted to be like a statutory organisation or a mainstream charity. We've always wanted this place to be run by people that have lived experience, and that's how we do it. And that's why the volunteers are so important to this project, because all of them have lived experience with mental health or physical injuries, or they've struggled on transition from the forces, or they've been through some difficult times. So, and we've got a very non-judgmental project here, so we don't care what your background is, who you are, what you have done, haven't done, what support you need or don't need, you're welcome here. One guy that we've been supporting was supported for 5 years. When we found him, he was essentially on the streets. He had been a sergeant in, I think it was the artillery, but he was a drug addict, in and out of prison, self-harming, a shadow of his former self really. And we've worked with him 5 years solid, and we've listened to him all of that, throughout that whole journey, through the ups and downs. And he's now living independently, he's now got a full-time job, he's back in touch with his family, he's off everything that he was taking, and he's living a good, normal, healthy life. And really that's what we promote here. It's about understanding the individual and just listening to the person and what they need. And that's it really, that's the hub.
We first met the Veterans Hub, and we've become aware of it a couple of years ago. We had a AGM with the Samaritans, and Andy, the founder, did a talk and explained to the audience what they were about and the help that they needed. Quite frankly, I was totally unaware of the challenges around the forces at the time. I think it's fair to say that we were both blown away by his presentation. We felt as an organisation RiskSTOP could really help them.
RiskSTOP Group have been supporters of us since really the project was formed, with everything from running courses to donations, to more recently providing us with a marquee for events. And it just adds value to my team as well, because they all volunteer their time, so we like to pay them back in kind by saying, right, we're going to put you on courses. We don't often have to fund them for them courses. The RiskSTOP Group have stepped up, and they've run them courses for us. And for our team that means a lot as well, because that means they can, especially if you're talking about service users like the one I mentioned earlier, he did a course with you guys, but that's a qualification that's under his belt, and that actually went some way to him getting a job, so that means a lot.
When we found out they won, when Veterans Hub won the Queen's Award for Volunteering Services, firstly I wasn't surprised. Now I know how they work with the local communities, etc. But it's just fantastic, brilliant for the area, and also as an organisation it makes us feel good. I always feel that if we do good, our business does well, and I think that's important, and we're very fortunate that we can give back to the local community and support Andy and the team, and it's very tangible. We come down here today and seeing how proud and humble they are for receiving the award is unbelievable.